Alright, so you can see the title already. This is Poncho Plays NES featuring Majora. This is an yes, this is an idea I had recently that I don't know where to start, man. So basically, the big idea is I'm going to be streaming me playing a ton of NES games, Nintendo games, original Nintendo. And this is exciting for me because most of these games, in fact, almost all of them, I've never played before. Most of them I've hardly even seen. I've touched my mustache too much again. Oh, it's old habits die hard. Most of them I've never even seen much footage of them being played, so I have very little to go on for a lot of them, other than they're on all of the top NES game lists, most obscure but best NES games list, hidden gems, all that stuff. So I want to play all these games. That's the big idea. This video, this stream highlight is going to go on YouTube as like a teaser to tell people that's what's happening. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, you need to be coming over to the Twitch channel. There's a link in the description where you can see me streaming this stuff basically after work most days of the week, because I'm pumped about this idea and we're going to hit it hard and fast and a lot. And Majora is going to be backing me up on backing vocals.
I'm a backseat gamer.
So you've played a few NES titles.
I have 100% completed the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2. God, I'm forgetting the other games.
You played Metroid. You played Mario.
Yeah, the original Metroid, the original Mario. Yoshi's Cookie is fun to play. I don't know if you can like complete.
I don't think you can beat Yoshi's Cookie. I'm not sure.
And then I've played Mega Man 1 through 4. I haven't completed them though.
But you played them on the 3DS Virtual Console.
Yep.
I'm only playing them on an NES hacked console. Yes, with my USB NES controller. So I do like that, playing on the actual controller rather than playing on a 3DS. I don't think it's that much different, but you know, Tetris will be in there. Don't worry. But we'll talk about the game list in a minute. So that's just the big announcement I wanted to make. So if you're, this is going to continue on for a while, but that's the big idea right there. So now I want to talk about the inspiration, which was I've been watching a lot of Cinemassacre videos, you know, the Angry Video Game Nerd, and their James and Mike Play Mondays, that sort of thing. And I've been getting this cool feeling about Nintendo games from the NES era. And I kind of want to go back and play those games that I missed because I was too young. And it's funny to me, Majora, that you've played more NES games than I have, despite the fact that you're, I guess, 4 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm. I got them
because you got them on the 3DS, yeah.
For free, yeah.
Whereas
with the purchase of my 3DS.
Whereas my video game library is limited from like basically you could express my entire console experience as PlayStation to PlayStation 3. Every game I've ever played came out in there, and you know, including other consoles like the GameCube and the Xbox 360 and stuff that were in that same time period. But it's like 1 decade of gaming, and I missed out on everything that's happened like after 2010 or so, and everything that happened before 1995. So I want to go back to that retro era of like 80s, like 88 or so gaming. And I want to experience all these games that I was too young to play as a kid, because my first console was, again, the original PlayStation. So I grew up playing Spyro, not Super Mario Brothers. And I want to go back and experience the nostalgia of people 10 years older than me. I want to have this like vicarious 80s experience. And the way that I'm going to do it is, not only am I going to be streaming these NES games, I'm going to make a personal pledge to you guys to only play Nintendo games, only play NES games while this is going on, to really try and get myself into the 80s kid mindset, and to try and compare these games to each other more than I compare them to modern day games. Yeah, so basically that's the big inspiration, is I want to get in that 80s kid mindset. Maybe we'll try and find some other 80s things to like bring in some atmosphere. Maybe I'll get a mullet. Who knows?
Oh God.
You like that idea, I can tell.
No. God.
So that's the big idea. That's the inspiration. And then to actually do this, I'm going to be streaming these videos. Majora's going to be doing co-commentary. So he's going to be giving me some help on some of the games that he's played. But not too much. I don't want like a walkthrough or anything. Just, you know, kind of hang out and give me a hint if I get stuck. We'll just be chilling and talking about whatever. Like that's what it's supposed to be. You know, you sit back on the couch, you play NES, and you chill out with your bros, and
Hmm.
have a good time. So we'll be streaming them. So again, if you're seeing this on YouTube, you've got to check out the link in the description and follow my Twitch channel so you can actually see these streams when they happen. I'm in the Eastern time zone, and I mostly will be streaming these after work or on the weekends, and that's when you can be expecting me to be on. Maybe during the day sometime too, if I have downtime. Who knows?
Yep.
It'll be on and off. It'll be all over the place. But that's the big idea for me. Is I'm only like starting from now. I'm gonna make it right now. Starting from this announcement, I'm only gonna be playing NES games until further notice, and it's gonna be an experience. Let me tell you. So that's that. Did I forget anything, Majora?
The game list.
Yes, the game list. So I would love to see some suggestions in the chat. I almost said in the chat right now for games that I should play. Any obviously I'm gonna get all the big name titles that became Nintendo franchises. I want to play the origins of Mario, Metroid, Zelda, all that stuff. I'm gonna play NES Batman. I'm gonna play Punch Out. I want to play Gradius, Action in New York, Xerxes, Gunnak, The Guardian Legend, Zelda 2, Mega Man 1, at least 1 and 2. You know, all the stuff. That's it. That's it. All of the stuff. Contra, yes, definitely
Hmm.
Contra. Any game that you think of as like a big Nintendo NES classic, I want to play. I will say
Kirby's Adventure.
yes, Kirby's Adventure. I have that one.
Boodletrots.
What?
Battletoads.
Oh, yes, Battletoads. Now, one thing I will say is I'm not going to commit to finishing all of the games. There are definitely a few that I want to finish. I want to finish Contra without the Contra code. I want to finish it without the Konami code. I want to finish it on 3 lives. I want to beat the original Zelda. I want to beat Metroid. I want to beat the original Mario Brothers. So there's definitely a few classics that I definitely want to finish. For most of the games, I want to play enough to get a feel for them and to understand the game. And if I get stuck, I'll move on. Maybe I'll come back to it. But I think maybe like half of them I'll try and finish. But games like Final Fantasy, the first
Yeah,
Final
Final
Fantasy,
Fantasies 1 through 4.
yeah, that alone would take me like a year. So it's like maybe Final Fantasy, maybe I'll start it and I'll stream it for like a day or two to get into it and to understand the gameplay. But maybe won't finish it because it would take like 30 hours or whatever. I don't have that much time. Whereas other NES games you could beat in one sitting, like Contra, you know, that could be like 1 day. Whereas
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, it's like 3 weeks, you know. So I won't say I'll finish all of them, but I do have a few I definitely want to finish. I want to finish the big name classics, like I already listed. And I want to finish a couple of the harder games, like Battletoads and Contra. Castlevania, that's on my list too. I'm debating right now whether I should do Castlevania 2, but I've been told I should definitely play Castlevania 3. So maybe I'll play 2 just to make it down to 3. And oh man, a lot of stuff. So did I miss any suggestions in the chat? I'm not gonna. I mean, I could find an NES version of Pong, but really Pong was before this actually.
Duck Hunt.
I unfortunately will not be able to play Duck Hunt because I don't have a light gun. I don't have a
Dragon
zapper.
Quest.
Dragon Quest is like Final Fantasy. I'll probably start it. Probably won't finish it. Is that it? And hey everybody who hasn't seen me in a
It's like,
while, I missed you guys. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've been saving up my energy so I can hit it for like a month in a row. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you guys. All right. So I think that's about it. So the YouTube video will have like ended right about now.